Hello and happy Thursday. All right, so if you're new to my YouTube channel, my name is Amber Stewart. I am health coach, life coach, personal trainer, corrective exercise specialist, and I'm the owner of the Stew Project, where I help people maximize their living potential by simply taking emphasis on wellness. More specifically, I help individuals who deal with chronic stress, anxiety, or depression, and I help them get through the mental blocks that are holding them back so they can create solutions that will allow them to live the life of their dreams in a body that they love. And today is Health Coach Thursday. And one thing that I want to talk about, this is kind of health coach related, but I just want to discuss the mind body connection because I know the other day I was talking to my sister about a topic that I really wanted to feel one way about, but deep down I didn't. And so she was asking me questions, and I was just trying to defend my stance on a situation because I was not ready to back out of it just yet. Because you know how, like, when you put your effort and your hopes into a certain situation, and so you're just like, yes, I want this to work. I want this to work. And then when the outcome isn't coming out the way you expect it, you still want to have hope in it, but it's not coming out. And so you're just like, I really know, I feel like I should let go, but I don't want to, but I just want things to go out. So I'm just trying to force a certain situation that's not going that way. And so while she was asking me these questions, I was saying one thing, but deep down in my heart, I just wasn't, I want what I was saying was not resonating with how I was feeling. And that created a disconnect with me. Because you know how, like, when you're saying something, it's just yeah. It's like deep down, I don't want to say no, but I'm going to say yes because my actions would coincide with me saying yes. But deep down, I want to say no. And so oftentimes we can go through this disconnect feeling with where we have our words match up with our actions instead of changing our actions to match with what we truly feel. And failure to do that. So if you keep trying to live with this disconnect instead of changing up your actions to match how you feel inside so that your words match your actions, match your thoughts. And so you're all in one accord, mind, body, spirit, and fully aligned. Like when you're not that, you're always in disconnect. And so this creates this tension inside, and this can create anxiety, headaches, indigestion, digestion issues. And it's all stemming from from your thoughts and how mentally you're in a disconnect, or mentally you're in indecision. And so we know that feeling of relief when we finally either get the closure that we need, or we finally have our circumstances reflect how we're feeling deep down, or when we finally release our true feelings and emotions, we get that release, like, oh my gosh, I feel so much better now that I got that off my chest, instead of just holding on to that discontent and not really allowing your spiritual self to come through with your desires, to where your actions match up with what you say and what you do and how you feel about it. And so you know that feeling, and you know how good it feels to have that release, to have that alignment comes through. If you know that feels good, why would you want to hold on to that discontent? Why would you want to hold on to that uneasy, uncomfortable feeling? And typically we hold on to it because there are certain expectations we want to uphold, and there are certain things we want to portray and align with, and just show people like, hey, yes, this is true, this is it. But sometimes our reality does not reflect how we feel inside. Sometimes our reality doesn't reflect how we want to live and that's okay. You just have to be able to learn how to make that shift, because a lot of times people feel uncomfortable and they just try to ignore those feelings or feel better with short-term mood boosters like food, drugs, alcohol, um, meaningless relationships, and whatever. But once you finally start taking that journey of that discontent and aligning your thoughts, actions, feelings, and emotions, and whatever, then you can really start feeling happiness more consistently, and it won't feel like a forced happiness or a false sense of happiness. Because at the end of the day, we all just want to be happy, want to be loved, and want to feel consideration. Like, okay, so if I don't work on these mental issues, if I don't work on these things that are causing me stress, I'm gonna keep these feelings, this disconnect feeling, this discontent feeling in my body. And so what do you expect? Like, it feels uncomfortable. And so if you're constantly having this uncomfortable feeling come up in your body, of course it's going to affect you physically in due time. Like, which is why we have chronic conditions, and why it's hard for some people to lower their blood pressure or to lower their cholesterol, because they're mentally have things playing in their head that they are not that they're not aligning with their actions and words. And this is oftentimes, like I said, why people deal with these issues for a long time, and why it helps to take in consideration your mental health, your emotional health, and your spiritual health when you're trying to improve your physical health. Because sure, you may be eating right, you may be exercising, but if you're not taking your mental health and your emotional health or your spiritual health into consideration, you're gonna have these disconnects. And when when you're spiritually unwell, it's going to show up in other areas of your body, because it's only so many ways that it's going to present itself. It's going to present itself in stress. It's going to present itself in anxiety or depression. It's going to present itself in chronic conditions, and this is why it's so important to have that mind body connection in order. And if you find yourself so far down that rabbit hole of disconnect, not even knowing where this anxiety or stress is coming from, and not even knowing where to pinpoint the disconnect in your life so you can get your body to act right and stuff, like, it's oftentimes best to do a reset and a cleanse. And so this is something that I do with my MLP coaching program. I always start everybody off in a cleanse, because one, it helps you reset your mind, body, and spirit, while also helping you formulate a clear plan to get your daily habits in order without the stress or frustration. You're not eating things that you don't want to eat. You're really just trying to maximize your living potential and feel your best, and allow your body to do what it's supposed to do. Because your body naturally knows how to detoxify itself. We just prevent it or slow it down with the foods that we eat, the lack of self-care, the lack of breaks, rest, and exercise and stuff. So when you start doing those things, your body can detox naturally, and it won't be with stress, struggle, or frustration. And so that's one of the things that I do in my coaching program, is I get them on that cleanse. And for those of you all who are interested in the cleanse but not so much the coaching program, I have the 21-day total body reset, which walks you through the entire cleanse program, that will show you how to properly detox your body. And if you want to know how to, because I know I've had some clients who love the detox so much, who love the results that I gave them, that they just kept the detox habits into their daily life. And so they just incorporate it into that. And so if you're one of those individuals who likes the cleanse process so much that you want to learn how to keep it up full long term, then my Diets Don't Work course will help you do that. And so this is why I bundle them together, the 21-day total body reset cleanse with the Diets Don't Work course, because the detox will just help you cleanse your body and help you feel well again. And the Diets Don't Work course helps you Learn how to eat so you can eat what you want while maintaining the results of your detox. And it makes weight loss so much easier. It makes it easier for you to focus. It makes it easier for you to um, balance your mood and to stay well longer. But yeah, I hope this helps. Always make sure that you are taking into consideration your whole body, mind, body, and spirit, and to make sure that you are listening to your body and how it feels, so that when you are um, feeling that disconnect and you feel like your actions are not matching up with your desires or your words or your thoughts, that you really take the time to really put it all back together. And I hope this helps. Happy Thursday.